It's week 1 of the 2023 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Were able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Returning is Peppers. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
returned for a Rams touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good right there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Open man here is Conklin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll set up to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Seibert's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, You're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Stafford on first down.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Peppers. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action here on 1st down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. So that a good outcome for Sean McVay as the challenge is successful.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This is caught. It's Woods. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now
left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 16. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles are back within a score. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Final minute now of the third quarter. Play action. Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and 2. It's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Robert Woods from 6 yards away. And the Eagles put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. On first down, Stafford here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Pass complete to Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stafford now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
So now Stafford and the Rams down by 4, 33 seconds to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. He'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Philadelphia, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for LA, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.